I'm up here in Farwell, Michigan. Just got the car off the trailer. About to go over it and get a little work done before the races started. I'm not sure how many big cars are going to be here, but the goal is to win or drive the car on the trailer. Either one, perfectly happy. And don't forget that subscribe button. It really helps out the channel. And also there's merch and a link below. So as you see, it was time to change the air filter for sure. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I always run the wicks because that's what Vice Grip runs, and it's also the only one at the auto parts store that would fit. So that's what we got. That should give like 10 extra horsepower. Good thing we pulled the hood off through the air filter because I started looking and I noticed a bunch of oil here. And the dipstick was just hanging out like that. So we must have dumped a bunch of oil out of it. Normally I check all that stuff before we leave, but it didn't give me any indication that anything was wrong after cleaning some cars. Lucky enough I got oil with me, so this guy down here is out. I'm just gonna pop it back in and then tighten this back up so it can't come back out. Dump some oil in it. That would have been bad. Still have good oil pressure though.
Did it come loose?
Yeah. Somehow this came loose. There we go. Now we're tight. Well, look. A little bit on the end. Oh, that was a good catch. Otherwise, we might not have a motor by the end of this. Probably a good thing I stopped doing that burnout of Cleveland cars when I did too. It had to have come out there. Look at it, it's all covered in oil right here. And get some oil and we'll be good to go. See, it's a good thing when your tow vehicle burns a little oil. That way you always got oil, and it's the same motor that's in this, so everything worked out fine. Otherwise, we've been going to the freaking store over here. They're calling somebody to bring me some oil. Well, always do your maintenance. As this guy revs his stuff up. Always do your maintenance. I went over the rear end and checked on a couple other things and just forgot to check the oil. Simple thing, especially when you got an expensive race car. I've been, in my younger years, I wasn't so good at the maintenance stuff. Now I'm getting older, I'm pretty good at it, but I just forgot. Things happen. That was almost like a $3,000 mistake. Good to go now. I don't know what heat I'm going to be in. I don't know what cars are here yet, but coming up soon. So there goes my screwdriver. That'll be next. Hopefully I win some races tonight, but if I drive back on the trailer, I'll be just as happy. So it's gonna be a good night. I love this track. Farwell, Michigan's pretty awesome. Sorry, quick update before I go race. It's gonna be 8 laps for the heats, and then 6 laps in the consi, and then the feature is gonna be 12 laps, which isn't very much. But so I'm trying to practice patience this year, and this isn't gonna help because I'm gonna have to get with it really fast. But wish me luck. let's talk about what happened right there. The track was a little wet in the corners, so if I missed any of the corner, I'd pretty much just slide right out. And it's the first race of the year, so I was a little rusty, and I did that a lot. I was also trying second gear for the very first time in this car, and it seemed to really like it. The engine didn't rev up very much, as you can hear from the video, but it really just seemed to keep the car moving. I could almost flat-foot it through the corners, and that's the most important part, is just getting through the corners really fast. That's the biggest thing in figure 8 racing, and that's what I was trying to accomplish. I really started to get it near the end, so I felt a lot of confidence going into this next race that's coming up, which is the consolation race. And really, the car is working very well. I just got to get better at driving. That's all it comes down to. And I think I'm going to win some races this year. So here's the consolation race. That race went alright. I got spun around in 6 laps. You just can't do anything to come back. It's way too short. So, good thing, car drove on trailer. Nothing appears to be wrong. Nothing's acting weird. It does sound weird in second gear. I'm used to it revving way up, but it wasn't doing that, so it kept making me think something was broke, but it really wasn't. I really learned a lot in this race, and I feel like I've actually grown as a driver to do better in the next race. So, that's Cadillac, Michigan, coming up on the 10th. 11th, I believe, is 10th is figure 8, second week in June. It's weekend. That's when that's happening. I'll post it below. Yeah, that's it. Editor note, post below. But that's it for this race. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. T-shirts below. Check out the last video, Cletus and Cars. It was badass, and I'll see you next time.
Ivan, are you ready?